Sleepify stories. France, intro, geography, history, and government. Relax and enjoy this gentle story. Whether you are awake, studying, or slowly drifting into sleep, France, a country of elegance, beauty, and centuries of rich culture, invites us to slowly wander through its landscapes, history, and legacy. Positioned in Western Europe, France shares borders with Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, and Andorra. Its territories extend across oceans, including regions in the Caribbean, Indian Ocean, and the South Pacific, reflecting its global historical influence. Major cities unfold unique personalities. Paris, the heart and capital, bustles with art, fashion, and history. Lyon is celebrated for its gastronomy and Roman heritage. Marseille, a vibrant Mediterranean port, carries centuries of maritime culture. Toulouse and Nice bring a mix of industry, aerospace, and sunlit coastal charm. Bordeaux is known for vineyards, Lille for northern culture, and Nantes for its creative innovations along the Loire. France is home to nearly 67 million people. Its population is diverse, with strong regional identities such as Breton in the northwest, Alsatian in the east, and Occitan in the south. French culture harmoniously blends urban sophistication with rustic countryside traditions. Small villages with stone houses and winding streets still maintain a sense of timelessness alongside bustling modern cities. The climate of France is as varied as its landscapes. The West experiences mild oceanic weather, the South basks in Mediterranean warmth, and the East and Central regions experience a more continental climate with cold winters and warm summers. France's mountains, the Alps, Pyrenees, and Massif Central provide both majestic scenery and opportunities for outdoor adventure. Rivers like the Seine, Loire, Rhine, and Garonne weave through the country, supporting agriculture, trade, and transport for centuries. Lakes and forests are scattered throughout, creating serene retreats and natural habitats for diverse wildlife. France's history is a narrative of transformations and revolutions, from the ancient Gauls who cultivated the land, through Roman conquests that introduced roads, aqueducts, and urban planning, to the Frankish kingdoms of the early medieval period. The country evolved continually. The 100 Years' War shaped national identity, while the Renaissance and Enlightenment periods fostered art, science, and philosophy. The French Revolution of 1789 marked a dramatic shift, replacing monarchy with republican ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Napoleon Bonaparte's rule influenced not only France, but much of Europe through law, governance, and military strategy. The modern nation witnessed further transformation through industrialization, colonial expansion, and the shaping of the Fifth Republic in 1958 under Charles de Gaulle. The government of France today is a semi-presidential constitutional republic, with power divided between a president and a prime minister. The parliament consists of the National Assembly and Senate, creating legislation and overseeing governance. The Constitutional Council ensures that laws align with the Constitution, while regional administrations allow for decentralization and local decision-making. France maintains a respected military presence, including the Army, Navy, Air, and Space Force, and the Gendarmerie. Historically, French forces have participated in revolutionary campaigns, Napoleonic Wars, and global conflicts such as World Wars I and II. Today, France engages in peacekeeping missions and maintains NATO membership along with nuclear deterrence capabilities. The military's history is closely interwoven with national identity, technological advancements, and international influence. The geography, history, and governance of France together create a vivid backdrop against which its culture, achievements, and daily life unfold. Whether wandering through the streets of Paris, hiking in the Alps, or sailing along the Mediterranean, the layers of France's story offer endless curiosity and calm reflection. France's military history is rich and influential, reflecting centuries of strategic thinking, innovation, and global engagement. The French armed forces are organized into multiple branches: the army, known for its disciplined infantry and armored divisions; the navy, with a strong maritime tradition and overseas deployments; the air and space force, pioneering in both aviation and space operations; and the gendarmerie, bridging civilian policing with military duties. Specialized special forces carry out high-risk missions, both domestically and internationally, showcasing precision, training, and adaptability. Historically, France's military played pivotal roles in shaping European and global events. Revolutionary armies challenged monarchies across the continent, while Napoleon Bonaparte's campaigns demonstrated strategic brilliance, redefining warfare tactics. In the 20th century, French forces were central in both world wars, with enduring contributions to Allied victories and post-war reconstruction. Today, France maintains a global presence through peacekeeping operations, NATO commitments, and bilateral military partnerships across Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. France has been a cradle of technological innovation and engineering excellence. The Montgolfier brothers' invention of the hot air balloon in the 18th century marked the dawn of human flight, followed by contributions to modern aviation with pioneers and the Airbus Consortium, creating some of the world's most advanced commercial aircraft. The nation was also at the forefront of nuclear energy development, creating safe and sustainable power infrastructure. High-speed rail, TGV, revolutionized land transport, connecting regions in record times while reducing environmental impact. The Industrial Revolution left a lasting legacy in France, with early innovations in textiles, metallurgy, and mining. Cities like Lyon, Lille, and Saint-Étienne became industrial hubs, fueling urban growth and economic expansion. Engineering marvels, such as bridges, canals, and railways, demonstrate France's commitment to combining functionality with elegance. In the field of medicine and science, French pioneers contributed profoundly. Louis Pasteur developed the principles of vaccination and germ theory, while Marie Curie's discoveries in radioactivity opened new frontiers in physics and medicine. The CNES Centre National d'Études Spatiales oversees France's space research, launching satellites and collaborating internationally on exploration and observation projects. Energy and infrastructure innovations in France extend beyond industry. Hydroelectric dams, nuclear plants, and modern urban planning create efficient, sustainable living spaces. Transportation, both public and private, thrives through metros, trams, TGV, and high-capacity airports like Charles de Gaulle and Lyon Saint-Exupéry, connecting France domestically and globally. Economically, France has a global influence through diverse sectors: aerospace, automotive, luxury fashion, gastronomy, and technology. French engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs contribute innovations that shape world markets. The nation's achievements are celebrated globally, reinforcing France's reputation as a leader in cultural, scientific, and economic fields. Through military prowess, engineering ingenuity, scientific exploration, and global trade. France continues to be a nation where history, progress, and creativity intersect. Whether you imagine the roar of historic battles, the hum of modern technology, or the quiet brilliance of a laboratory discovery, these layers create a rich, immersive narrative that gently unfolds. For those joining or listening so far, feel free to like or subscribe. Whether you're awake or resting, this knowledge is here for you. France, a land where culture flows like the Seine through Paris, is renowned for its rich artistic and musical heritage. Classical music thrives with composers such as Debussy, Ravel, and Saint-Saëns, while contemporary French pop, electronic music, rap, and folk traditions animate both cities and the countryside. Regional musical styles reflect the nation's diverse identity. The Breton bagpipes of the Northwest, Occitan songs from the South, and Alsatian folk tunes from the East offer melodies rooted deeply in history. Traditional dances, from folk reels to festive carnival steps, continue to enliven local celebrations. Festivals punctuate the French calendar with color and joy. Bastille Day celebrates national unity. The Cannes Film Festival showcases cinematic brilliance. And Fête de la Musique transforms towns into live concert stages. Regional festivities, like the Nice Carnival with its vibrant parades, and the Menton Lemon Festival with its imaginative citrus displays, bring communities together in exuberant celebration. Guy Fawkes fireworks, local fairs, and art exhibitions allow both residents and travelers to experience the richness of French cultural life. Literature forms the backbone of French intellectual identity. Writers such as Victor Hugo, Voltaire, Albert Camus, and Marcel Proust have shaped thought, storytelling, and global philosophical discourse. Theaters across Paris, Marseille, and Avignon celebrate live performances, from classical plays to modern drama. French cinema, from the Nouvelle Vague to contemporary film, continues to captivate audiences worldwide, merging artistry with social commentary. Daily social life in France is steeped in tradition, yet harmonized with modernity. Cafes, boulangeries, and local markets provide spaces for conversation, relaxation, and connection. Parks and cultural centers offer venues for learning, art exhibitions, and literary readings. Libraries maintain centuries of knowledge while embracing modern educational resources, ensuring that literature, research, and arts remain accessible to all. Folk crafts, including pottery, lace, woodwork, and regional artisan goods, continue to thrive, reflecting centuries of craftsmanship and cultural pride. Fashion and style are intrinsic to French identity. Streets of Paris reflect a blend of contemporary trends, timeless elegance, and regional influences. From haute couture houses to local boutiques, fashion permeates daily life, influencing both personal expression and global trends. Education in France emphasizes a holistic approach. Public and private schools, lycées, and universities not only teach academic subjects, but also cultivate creativity, critical thinking, and cultural awareness. Extracurricular activities, including music, art, dance, and literature clubs, ensure that students engage with both tradition and innovation. Community gatherings, seasonal fairs, and cultural workshops further enrich social life, blending education, entertainment, and civic engagement. Through music, arts, literature, festivals, and daily social interactions, France cultivates a cultural ecosystem that balances heritage with modernity. Whether strolling through the Louvre, attending a village festival, or enjoying a street performance. The essence of France is felt in every note, brushstroke, and story. Enjoy the gentle imagery of flavors and aromas from every region. France is a country where food is not just sustenance, but an art form and a way of life. The morning begins with the aroma of fresh croissants, baguettes, and a warm café au lait, welcoming citizens into the day with comfort and elegance. In rural villages, farmhouse breakfasts may include fresh bread baked in local ovens, homemade jams, and cheeses crafted from nearby dairies, creating a slow, intentional start to life's rhythm. Across regions, traditional dishes reflect centuries of history and the diversity of local ingredients. Quiche Lorraine, rich with eggs, cream, and bacon, originates in the Northeast, while ratatouille, a vegetable medley from Provence, celebrates the Mediterranean's bounty. Coastal regions such as Marseille offer bouillabaisse, a fragrant fish stew, while cassolette, a hearty bean and meat dish, reflects the rustic flavors of the Southwest. Each dish tells a story of climate, geography, and community tastes. France's desserts and pastries are world-renowned. Crème brûlée, with its caramelized sugar crust, delights the palate, while tarte tatin showcases caramelized fruit atop buttery pastry. Macarons in vibrant colors reflect both culinary skill and artistic presentation. Chocolates, eclairs, and seasonal fruit tarts are enjoyed throughout the country, whether in patisseries, cafes, or homes. Beverages form a vital part of French culture. Wine, celebrated regionally from Bordeaux, Burgundy, Champagne, and Alsace, accompanies meals and social gatherings, embodying centuries of viticulture. Coffee culture thrives in cafes where residents sip slowly, watching life flow past. Regional herbal teas, cider from Normandy, and spirits like Armagnac and Calvados complete the palette of flavors. Street food and informal dining offer glimpses of modern French life. Local crepes, sandwiches, and regional specialties are served at markets, festivals, and food trucks. Farmers' markets are central to daily routines, offering fresh produce, artisanal cheese, and baked goods while fostering social interaction. Seasonal fairs, such as wine festivals in Bordeaux or cheese festivals in Auvergne, blend culinary tradition with community celebration. Dining habits emphasize ritual and enjoyment. Meals are often slow, shared experiences. Lunches and dinners may include multiple courses, starter, main dish, cheese platter, dessert, and a final coffee. Even quick meals reflect attention to quality ingredients and presentation. At home, cooking is an act of care, incorporating fresh vegetables, herbs, and locally sourced proteins. While restaurants range from cozy bistros to Michelin-starred establishments, balancing innovation with tradition. France's cuisine also embraces fusion and immigrant influences. North African spices, Asian flavors, and Mediterranean ingredients mingle with French techniques, creating new dishes that reflect modern France's diversity. Snacks such as pain au chocolat, croque-monsieur, and regional specialties like cuisine from Brittany are enjoyed across ages, reinforcing cultural continuity. Community and food are inseparable. Picnics along the Seine, market visits in Provence, and vineyard tastings in Bordeaux highlight the social and cultural significance of eating together. Cooking, sharing, and enjoying meals cultivate connection, reflection, and appreciation for the land, history, and human creativity that shape each bite. From the simplest bread and cheese to the most elaborate gourmet preparations, France's culinary world is a symphony of taste, tradition, and human artistry, inviting calm, curiosity, and gentle indulgence with every flavor and aroma. France is a nation where sports are not just competition, but a way of life, blending physical activity, social bonding, and national pride. Football, soccer, dominates popular culture, with Ligue 1 teams like Paris Saint-Germain, Olympique Lyonnais, and Olympique de Marseille inspiring fans nationwide. The fervor for football reaches every corner of the country, from urban stadiums to village fields, uniting communities in shared excitement. Rugby is another cornerstone, particularly in the South, with tournaments like Top 14 drawing passionate spectators. Tennis is celebrated through Roland Garros, the French Open, a global Grand Slam event showcasing world-class athletes. Cycling captures the imagination of the nation, with the legendary Tour de France spanning mountains, valleys, and cities, combining endurance, strategy, and scenic beauty. France has produced internationally renowned athletes. Zinedine Zidane, football legend, is celebrated for skill and leadership, while basketball star Tony Parker and Olympic champion Marie-José Pérec exemplify France's global sporting influence. The success of these athletes inspires new generations to pursue both professional and recreational sports. Outdoor life is central to French daily living. The Alps and Pyrenees invite hiking, skiing, snowboarding, and climbing, offering both adventure and serenity. Coastal regions encourage sailing, windsurfing, kayaking, and swimming, blending leisure with connection to nature. National parks such as Vanoise, Mercantour, and Cévennes protect wildlife while providing hiking trails, campsites, and educational experiences about ecology and conservation. Seasonal sports and activities reflect the changing landscapes. Winter sports thrive in mountain regions, while spring and summer encourage cycling, running, and water-based adventures. Urban parks host community fitness events, jogging trails, and family recreation, while rural areas offer space for horseback riding, archery, and outdoor games. French communities participate actively in sports. Local clubs, school teams, and neighborhood leagues provide opportunities for children and adults alike to engage, fostering social cohesion, discipline, and healthy lifestyles. Adventure sports, including paragliding, rock climbing, and canyoning, challenge participants while connecting them to the country's varied terrains. Water sports in rivers, lakes, and along the Mediterranean coastline range from casual swimming to competitive regattas. Winter activities extend beyond skiing to sledding, ice skating, and alpine exploration, creating seasonal rhythms that shape local traditions. Family leisure is deeply valued, with weekend outings, cycling trips, and nature excursions forming lasting memories. Sports are inseparable from French identity. International victories, historic stadiums, and legendary athletes cultivate national pride and a sense of shared heritage. Whether cheering in a stadium, cycling through picturesque villages, or quietly walking in a forest trail, France's sports culture blends physical vitality with the joy of everyday life, promoting both community and personal well-being. France is a country where daily life balances modernity and tradition, urban sophistication and countryside tranquility. In cities like Paris, Lyon, and Marseille, mornings begin with bustling streets, cafes serving freshly baked croissants and coffee, and commuters heading to work via metro, buses, or bicycles. In contrast, rural areas are calmer, with stone houses, cobblestone lanes, and families tending gardens, enjoying a slower rhythm of life. Homes vary widely. Urban apartments range from historic Haussmannian buildings to modern complexes, while countryside farmhouses offer spacious rooms, rustic kitchens, and access to nature. Neighborhoods often center around local markets, bakeries, and community spaces, encouraging interaction among residents. Transportation is highly developed. Metros, regional trains, and high-speed TGV trains connect cities efficiently, while buses and bicycles support local travel. Car culture remains significant, but urban planning prioritizes walkable streets and green spaces. Healthcare in France is provided through the Sécurité sociale, ensuring universal access. Hospitals, clinics, and local medical practitioners form a comprehensive network of care. Education is equally structured, with public and private schools, lycées, and universities offering academic and extracurricular opportunities. Music, art, sport, and literature are integrated into student life, fostering well-rounded development. Life rituals in France are rich and varied. Births are officially registered at civil offices, with religious ceremonies optional. Marriages typically begin with a civil ceremony, often followed by religious or cultural celebrations. Funerals and memorials honor the deceased, blending tradition with personal remembrance. Communities observe festivals and local ceremonies, reflecting both national and regional identities. Cultural oddities enrich everyday life. Cafes and salons provide spaces for philosophical discussions, reading, and quiet reflection. Open-air markets, library gatherings, and street performances integrate art into routine life, maintaining a connection to history and creativity. France's notable personalities span centuries. Historical figures include Napoleon Bonaparte, the military and political leader who reshaped Europe, Joan of Arc, symbol of courage and national unity, and Marie Curie, pioneer in physics and chemistry. Modern figures like Emmanuel Macron, current president, Kylian Mbappé, football superstar, and Vanessa Paradis, celebrated artist, continue to influence culture, politics, and global perception of France. National achievements encompass scientific innovation, artistic mastery, and cultural diplomacy. Museums, theaters, literature, and music celebrate centuries of creativity. Families, communities, and schools nurture appreciation for these arts, ensuring they remain living traditions, accessible to all. France's daily life, rituals, and personalities collectively offer a story of continuity, elegance, and human connection. The rhythm of streets, the taste of food, the melodies of music, and the grandeur of art create an immersive environment where history, culture, and everyday life flow together seamlessly. Whether strolling along the Seine, hiking in the Alps, attending a village festival, or quietly enjoying a book in a cafe, the essence of France invites calm reflection and gentle curiosity. Whether you're drifting into sleep or continuing your day, we hope this journey brought calm and curiosity.